Harry was once a confident, joyful young man, full of hope. But over time, life had a way of chipping away at his spirit. Failed business ventures, strained relationships, and the constant pressure to support his family in a low-income neighborhood wore him down. He felt like he was running in circles. Nothing seemed to change, no matter how hard he worked. He'd wake up exhausted, scroll through social media, compare his life to others, and ask himself, why not me? Days blended into nights with no clear direction. One evening, after a particularly rough day, Harry walked through a nearby park. He sat on a bench and watched children playing, laughing carefree. That's when he met Mr. Kabir, a retired teacher who often spent evenings feeding birds. Noticing Harry's defeated look, Mr. Kabir gently asked, "Tough day?" That simple question unraveled Harry's frustration. He vented, expecting no answer. But Mr. Kabir simply smiled and said, "What if I told you your thoughts are the starting point of your future?" Harry laughed bitterly. Positive thinking doesn't pay the bills. Mr. Kabir leaned closer and replied, "It doesn't pay the bills directly, but it opens the door to the mindset that does." Over the next few weeks, Harry began spending more time with Mr. Kabir. They read books, discussed mindset, and practiced mental exercises. Mr. Pravins, Kabir introduced him to gratitude journaling, visualizing success, and challenging negative self-talk. At first, Harry felt silly, but slowly, something shifted. He began seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. His energy changed. He started speaking differently, thinking differently, carrying himself with new confidence. Harry's story began inspiring others. He was invited to speak at a youth center, where he shared how his darkest moments became his strongest foundation because he changed how he thought. His honesty touched people, and soon he started hosting free mindset workshops for youth in his neighborhood. His positive thinking wasn't just helping him, but reshaping lives around him. 2 years later, Harry stood on a TEDx stage. His clothing brand had grown into a community-driven social enterprise. His speech was titled, "The Thought That Changed Everything." He shared his journey not as a fairy tale, but as proof of what happens when you believe in something before you see it. After the event, a nervous teenager approached him and said, "I want to be like you, but I don't think I can." Harry smiled, just like Mr. Kabir once did, and said, "Then you're already halfway there, because the moment you think differently, you live differently."